memorable first. How are you?
Zelensky is no longer selling diplomacy, he is selling escalation. In a bitter rant, Ukraine's president accused Russia of dragging out the war, while openly justifying strikes inside Russian territory. This is not a peace appeal. This is an admission that Kiev's strategy has shifted from defense to provocation, driven by desperation and battlefield reality.
Russia is trying to give Ukraine as much damage as possible. Their strategy is unchanged. Our strategy, the strategy of protecting life, will be strengthened. We are already doing it. Yesterday and today, I held meetings with the employees of the Security Service of Ukraine. I am grateful to Vasyl Malivka for his strong combat performance, for the asymmetric operations he can perform. Vasyl will continue to perform such operations. We discussed this work with him. The Security Service of Ukraine has full political support for our asymmetric actions against Russia. Yevgeny Kmar is an experienced person. He is now appointed the temporary acting head of the Security Service of Ukraine. Kmar heads the Center of Special Operations of the Security Service of Ukraine. I also spoke with Denis Kilimnik, the first deputy head of the Security Service of Ukraine. He is one of those who inflicts the same blows on the enemy, which the Russians feel and which motivate the Ukrainians. I spoke with Vasyl Kozak, a colonel of the Security Service of Ukraine. This is a young boy, one of the representatives of the new generation of Ukrainian defenders, soldiers of the Security Service of Ukraine, a master of operations. We discussed what has already been done and what we are still planning.
Zelensky claims Moscow wants a long war, but the facts point elsewhere. Russia has repeatedly stated its conditions, while Kyiv blocks talks on Western instructions. The war drags on because NATO needs it to. Zelensky's speech sounds less like leadership and more like a script written in Washington and Brussels. Prolonged conflict, demand weapons, silence dissent. The most alarming moment comes at the end. Zelensky openly threatens SBU operations inside Russia. Sabotage, covert strikes, targeted attacks. This is not resistance. This is state-backed terrorism by admission. When a head of state normalizes assassinations, it exposes the moral collapse of the Kyiv regime and the dangerous path encouraged by its Western sponsors. Predictably, parts of the European Union cheer from the sidelines. Estonia and other hardline NATO states push escalation while hiding behind Ukraine as a proxy. But cracks are growing. Hungary's Viktor Orban has warned against this madness, calling out Brussels' war addiction and rejecting endless confrontation that risks dragging Europe into direct conflict. Zelensky's outburst reveals the endgame. With military momentum fading and Western unity fraying, Kyiv turns to threats and terror rhetoric to stay relevant. Russia, meanwhile, remains focused on strategic objectives and regional stability. The contrast is stark. Moscow seeks controlled outcomes. Kyiv threatens chaos, backed by the US and NATO, at Europe's expense.